Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Leo for the month of May 2022. Now Leo, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Leo, I do not offer personal readings and I will not send you a message on any platform. So if you get a message from someone, they are impersonating me and trying to scam you. It's not me. So please do keep that in mind. I also do content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and let's see what we have here for you, Leo, for this month of May. Now I am using the Gilded Tarot. There are links to this deck in the description below. You can purchase it using the Gilded Tarot link, or you can also purchase it through the Easy Tarot, which has a copy of the Gilded Tarot. So that is for you if this is something you'd like to purchase. Also like to say that less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure everything is set up here. And then we'll get right into it for you. All right, I think that looks good enough to me for right now. Energy on the bottom, you have the Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is a really nice card of potentially somebody that you've had on your mind coming in to your life, okay? So this can bring the event that may lead to a new relationship. This is somebody that you would put on like this is kind of a challenging term, but like put on a pedestal. Like this is somebody that you may put up the ranking in of your mind. Like you may view this person in a sort of in a very high, with a very high light, right? This is somebody you may even fantasize about, the Knight of Cups. It doesn't matter what gender they are, by the way. I do not attach gender to the cards. And so, you know, for some of you, if there's been somebody like that in your mind, they could be coming in, particularly because you also have one of my favorite, actually my favorite romance card here as well, which we'll talk about more as we go along. This could certainly bring a deep union into your life here, Leo, to get this card on the bottom of the deck. Now, if you are not here for love, if you are already in a partnership, this could see you and your partner having more fun together. This could see you maybe branching out a little bit, doing more things together, situations like that. It could see you and your relationship strengthening as well. If you're here for a career in finance, the Knight of Cups is about some type of like happy event happening in your life, or just if you're here for general life guidance, like the Knight of Cups is also good in that it will bring some type of happiness into your life. So again, you know, modify this reading for your setting. It really depends on what situation you find yourself in, but really a nice reading here. If I'm just taking a quick glance on the cards, it's like you have very few challenge cards here. There are a few, but not a whole lot. And so the energy looks good for you. And I have to say, Leo, for the entire collective, the month of May feels like it could be extremely fun. Like this feels like a fun month. Energetically, and also with the astrology and everything. So definitely like to see that. So in your current situation, you do have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is a card of tradition, of tradition, anything that is traditional in your life. This is a major card of marriage. This is also the card of Taurus as well. The eclipses this year are in Scorpio and Taurus. So I think the second one is in Taurus, May 16th, something like that. May 16th might hold an important date for you for whatever reason. I'm feeling like saying that. I also have an eclipse series. You can check out your eclipse video on my channel. But anyway, this Hierophant, you know, some of you might be finding a long-term partnership with somebody here. And if you're already married, that, like I said, that bond could be strengthening, particularly because this Hierophant here with the Knight of Cups is there. Now, for some of you, though, there could be some type of happiness in your career situation as well, because the Hierophant can represent like your workplace, the organization that you're a part of. There could be an event that happens there as well. Now you do have the world in the problem position, okay? So the world is Saturn energy, okay? Saturn rewards you for doing the hard work, and there are sort of like harsh consequences that come along with Saturn's lessons if you do not do the work. If you do not do the work, it can be a harsh lesson with the world, or with Saturn rather. And so I do wonder if some of you are delaying completing something, okay? Because the world brings about a major completion in your life. It's the last card in the major arcana, and so it's a big, big energy. And I do wonder if some of you are maybe holding back from some type of completion here, or there may be something that you're just, like, you need to just close out, some sort of cycle that you need to close out, but for whatever reason, it's not happening right now. And that could be the big challenge for you in this month. It doesn't mean you can't overcome it, but that could be the big challenge for you in this month. Now, in the past, you do have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is really a card of potential boredom and apathy. The thing is here, with the Four of Cups, you want to be very careful that you do not miss out on opportunities. Okay, this is a big warning here. You can see that this person's looking at this alternative solution. They're looking at the cup that's seemingly coming out of nowhere, that's seemingly coming from the universe, but they're not taking advantage. They're deciding to stay where they are. So going back here, I feel like with this world card in the problem position, it's almost like for some of you here, there's something that maybe you've kept on your to-do list for too long, and it may be bleeding into this month. Like, it may still be on the to-do list, right? This is obviously a metaphor, but like, just take it for what it is. Like, I think you understand what I'm saying. Like, there's maybe something that you've been putting on the back burner, and this could be carrying over into May, because this is in the past, and then we have the world in the problem position. And so if you feel like there is one of those things that you need to do, this is the month to do it, because this doing action that I'm talking about could bring this event into your life here. Now, in the future, you do have this Four of Swords. Four of Swords is about healing from heartbreak. And, it's interesting here as we have this Four of Cups, Four of Swords to the left and to the right in the past and in the future. So 4-4 energy is stability. It's structure. It's definitely a nice foundation type of energy. And this person here is not only are they healing from the Three of Swords card, which is on the banner above them, but they are also putting in some type of restful practice. Like, you may be recognizing the importance of getting 8 hours of sleep, or whatever the hours is for you. It'll be different for everybody, right? Some of you may be like just recognizing the importance of doing something for yourself, of regulating your emotions, regulating your energy in some ways here. There may be some type of practice like that coming in. There's also maybe just general healing on the horizon for you here, as this is in the future position, particularly maybe because in the past there may have been a tendency to get bored in relationships, or there may have been a relationship that soured for some of you in the past. As you heal this feeling about whatever happened, or as you heal this scenario from the past, there is somebody new coming in here, particularly if you are a single Leo. And some of you may even find yourself healing dynamics in your current relationship as well. That could be very good for you. Now, on your conscious awareness, on your thoughts, or on your mind, you do have this Nine of Swords energy. So this Nine of Swords here is somebody who's kind of having a nightmare. They are sort of struck. This word struck, for whatever reason, is coming into mind. Struck in fear. I don't know why that phrase is coming in. It's like maybe you're stuck, actually. You may actually be stuck, not struck. But some of you may be stuck in a fear cycle, or stuck in some type of fear mode at this time, with this Nine of Swords showing up in the conscious awareness, or on the conscious thoughts energy. And this is, the thing about the Nine of Swords is, it truly is only a thought, because this person is thinking that these 9 swords are going to come down and hit them, but they never actually do. And so there is a little bit of fear, there is a little bit of anxiety here on your mind in this month of May. I think from what the cards are saying, the best way to work through that is this completion energy here with the World showing up and the Four of Cups in the past, doing the thing you need to do, you need to do, I feel like is very important. Now, in the lower row, in the subconscious, what you can't see or the hidden, you do have this Two of Cups energy here. This is two souls linking up in this lifetime. Two of Cups is my favorite romance card. It is a deep union between you and another person. It is a soul connection. And it can bring one of the labels into your life: soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart, whatever you want to call it, a deep energetic connection between you and another person. That can certainly come in with the Two of Cups, especially if you have this Knight of Cups. It just, if you like to use the labels, if you don't, that's okay too. They could just be somebody you have a strong bond with that's coming in. This may be surprising to you because it's in the lower row. The lower row is what you can't see. And so some of you may surprisingly come in contact with this person. I also feel like this person, there's room for this person to enter, but only after you complete something. Okay, there's a big message of you completing something. In the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you do have this Page of Pentacles. This is some type of offer potentially coming into your life. This could mean good news is coming in, but the Page of Pentacles really says that your prospects at this time are looking good. The prospects in your life at this time are looking good. Things are looking up. You have an abundance of paths, opportunities, and ways to go here with this Page of Pentacles. And it may even see you like, if you need to like research something, or if you need to like study something to make sure that whatever it is that you're doing is accurate, the Page of Pentacles is very good for that energy as well. And it's almost like maybe some of you are missing some data or missing some facts here, because again, I'm going to go back to this completion energy here with this World card, and the idea that the Four of Cups is in the past, where this is like spilled into May. You just need to like gather the facts for some of you. This Page of Pentacles is good for that energy because it could say that you are successful in getting all the information and resources that you need to complete it. The Nine of Wands is showing up here in the external influence. So this is something that's happening outside of you. This is you pushing to the end. Okay, this is you being at the finish line. The Nine of Wands person is literally standing at the finish line. And so you're there. You are literally there. And so don't go back now. Okay, don't walk back from your journey. Go for it. The Nine of Wands says, go for it. You're basically there. And so I definitely like to see that for you. Now, in your hopes and fears, you do have this Queen of Cups energy. So the Queen of Cups is definitely like a trusted friend or an ally, but it can also be a major message of trusting your intuition, Leo, because the Queen of Cups is like the second most intuitive card in the tarot behind the High Priestess. And so on one hand, it could mean that some of you have like a friend in your corner, and that's always a good thing. On the other end, it could mean that you should not push the internal messages that are coming in to the side. Do not push those messages to the side at this time. Okay, trust your gut here around this completion, and also around whatever event is happening here. In the outcome, you do have the King of Swords. This person could be an air sign, Libra, but they could be any air sign, but they could also be somebody who's maybe an authority figure. You know, they could have a really nice job. They could, it doesn't matter what gender they are, by the way. I don't attach gender to my cards. I probably already said that, but I always like to mention that because some people ask. But no, the King of Swords, this could be anybody that has maybe a really nice job, you know, whatever, or they could be an air sign. This could be the type of person that's coming in. You could also here be gaining knowledge. Okay, if you're already in a relationship and relationships are not on the horizon for you, King of Swords is a subject matter expert, and we had this message here with the Page of Pentacles of you learning something, studying something, gathering facts, gathering research, information, data. So some of you could also be like leveling up in your career fields or whatever it is that you do. So let's go ahead and take a look at these three clarifiers here. So you have Justice, King of Wands, and the Three of Swords. So the Justice card is Libra energy. This is the energy of the scales. This is the energy of, you know, karma, you know, situations balancing out in your favor, the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in one direction, and typically in your direction, in your favor. So it's a very good card. It's also the card of Libra. I do feel like some of you are maybe dealing with a Libra, or you may be finding a Libra. Somebody who has Libra energy about them, even if they're not a Libra sun sign. Remember, the zodiac, the zodiac wheel and the astrology chart, the natal chart is a vast thing. And so they may not be a Libra sun. They may just have those qualities about them. You also have this King of Wands, one of my favorite cards. This is about being an entrepreneur, or, really, the King of Wands is inspirational, and they lead from that place, but they also never do anything for their career that they don't want to do. They always have fun in their career, and they always choose something that they like to do. The Three of Swords, look, we saw that here with this Four of Swords, you healing from this heartbreaking situation of the past successfully. And this may be what you need to complete, by the way. Some of you, some of you, I kind of use the to-do list metaphor example, but this may be something deeper. Like, some of you may be finally closing out a chapter with somebody, or maybe finally moving past a previous relationship. You have house, sudden wealth, and courtship. Okay, so wow. You could really put that together and say, some of you may be like selling your house for more than you think, or more than you thought you would. Some of you may suddenly find the right place for you, whether it's purchasing, renting, or whatever it is. But there is an element of luck here with this sudden wealth card. Now, courtship, someone's clearly very interested in you. I don't know if you're courting them or they're courting you, but you can see the Cupid in the background here. Somebody's probably going to make it very obvious to you that they're interested, or you're going to make it very obvious to them that you're interested with this courtship and the Knight of Cups energy. So in these oracle cards, you do have Protection Guardian, drop your shields, Shield Maiden, make plans and focus, and Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. I do wonder if some of you, you have this shield energy, right? So are some of you like, do you have a hard shell? Are you putting up a front in some ways? Like, are you a tough guy or a tough girl or something? Like a tough person? Like, are you being too tough? Like, do you need to let down your guard a little bit to let some type of love into your life? Feel loved and comforted. So that's what I have here for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.